So today is cruise day, and I'm going to be sailing on board the world's newest and largest cruise ship before it's available to the public, Royal Caribbean Star of the Seas. Now, this ship will be available for the general public in mid-August 2025. It is part of Royal Caribbean's Icon class. It's the second ship for this class. It cost a whopping $2 billion to build. It holds 10,000 passengers and crew at full capacity. It has over 40 eating and drinking options, 8 unique neighborhoods, the largest water park at sea. Within that, the tallest water slide at sea, 7 pools within that, the largest pool at sea. It has an ice skating rink, a surfing simulator, an Aqua theater, new features that its older sister, Icon of the Seas, does not have, and so much more. So for this video, I'm just gonna have you guys tag along and experience the first day on board Star of the Seas with me. I'll show you the room, I'll show you some of the food, I'll show you the shows, as much as I possibly can. However, at the end of this cruise, I will be putting together an honest final review of my time on board Star of the Seas. Number 2, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I am sailing on this brand new cruise ship, Star of the Seas, before it is available to the public. This is something known as a shakedown or test cruise. Primarily, there will be travel agents here, travel advisors, and partners. We get to experience the ship before it's open to the public. That way we can share with all of you fine folk. I was able to get invited here due to my amazing travel sponsors and partners over at Lux Rally Travel. If you ever need to book a cruise or any vacation for that matter, they can assist you and give you the best vacation possible. Make sure you check them out, the link of which will be in the description box below. Here we go. How's it going? The adventure starts here. Look at this. Back to the Future, the musical. That'll be fun to see on board. Great Scott! Get a picture with the time machine. There's no way they have a DeLorean here. No way. They do have a DeLorean. That's amazing. I am 1000% going to see this show. Cruise Terminal 1. I'm so excited. Let's get on board. We've now made it into the terminal. Very structured and organized from what I've seen so far. Of course, lots of pictures getting taken. Now, I do have express boarding, so it should take me even less time to get on board. We just made it through security. So far, very smooth. Now, I don't know exactly how many passengers are going to be on board just yet. I would imagine at least a couple thousand. But overall, I do believe that Royal Caribbean, typically in the terminals, has a pretty well-oiled machine. Go!
Star of the Seas.
Okay, so I am now officially ready to board. It was quicker than I thought it would be. I had my express boarding pass, which I do believe helped the process, honestly, a lot. But I think that, like I said, Royal Caribbean, they have a pretty good handle on things. I had to just show my passport, my boarding pass, which I already had on my Apple Wallet, and now it's time to get on board. I just met the coolest man here in the terminal.
There you go.
Dwight, how you doing, brother?
All right, man. How you doing?
Good, good. He said you watched the channel. He said it's reasonably decent, right?
Mucho times. Very good, man.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Keep up the good work. Everyone is watching you because you always give us nothing but the facts.
I appreciate that, man. Seriously, thank you.
Good job.
Ooh, here we go. So excited. By the way, I did run into a good friend of mine, a reputable source. He works here for Royal Caribbean. So the ship is going to be 80% occupied. Keep in mind, as far as passengers, it holds 7,600 passengers, just over 2,300 crew. I don't care what anybody says. This is, without a doubt, one of the best moments during a cruise. When you board it via the gangway. And we are officially on board Star of the Seas. Oh. Hello, hello, hello. Whoa. Welcome to Star of the Seas. Who would have thought we'd run into the coolest man on the ship?
What's
How you
going
doing,
on?
brother?
How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Guys, do you know who this gentleman is?
My name is Keith, part of your activities team.
They know who you are. You're famous, Keith.
That's right.
Guys, seriously, this is the coolest man ever. If you ever run into him on board a cruise, make sure you say, hey, take a picture. Just make sure you get his good side because, well, that's not the other side. The other side. We talked about this. Okay, perfect. So we do have the destination elevators here on board this ship, and as you can see, there are a lot, and they are in alphabetical order from A all the way down to L. Question of the day is, how fast are these elevators? We need to go to 14. Let's see where we're going. Car G. Oh, that didn't take long at all. As soon as I pressed it. Very, very roomy. Not bad. Well, that was the fastest, smoothest elevator I think I've ever been on. I swear, we just pressed the button to get in, and as soon as we got in, we were already on deck 14. Nice. Let's see where we're going. Oh, This is helpful. I'm going to 14362, so straight ahead. And to the left we go. It's gonna be a long walk. I am all the way in the back or after the ship, which, depending on your personal preference on a cruise and where you're primarily gonna be, isn't always a bad thing, but I'm gonna be everywhere. It turns out I'm in the back. I wonder what the view is gonna be like. Deck 14362, this is my room. Here we go. Moment of truth. This is an ocean view balcony. Oh, wow. Very roomy. Wow, this is nice. I like it. I'm going to give you a very brisk, a very short tour of this ocean view balcony cabin because I do have every single category of balcony and suite available here on board this shakedown cruise that I will be putting on the Ship Life. And in case you guys are wondering, in terms of the pricing, do keep in mind this cruise was absolutely free. The drinks are free, the festivities are free, the room was free, and the prices do vary because this ship will be doing short and longer itineraries. So I'll put a general breakdown right up here. Let's start by working our way from the back to the front with the bathroom. Now, as you can see, it does look noticeably more spacious than on other Royal Caribbean cruise ships. You do have the walk-in shower, the detachable shower head, your soap, your towels are here in the shower. I know some people forget where they are. But once again, as you can see, very nice, very neat, very spacious, very functional. This is your controls for the room. You can control the lighting as well as the temperature. But you got your mirror here. Hello, how you doing? And of course, you have your king-size bed. Very comfortable. Royal Caribbean's beds are always pretty decent. I've never had any complaints, slept like a baby. Here you have your closet space and your cubby space. They do have a ton of hangers. I know that can be potentially an issue for some people whenever they decide to sail on board a cruise ship. You have a cubby space down here, so you can organize as you see fit. On one side of the bed, you have a reading light, USB port, American outlet, and a master switch to turn the entire lighting off in the room. That way you don't have to get out of bed whenever you want to go to sleep. Technically, this doesn't normally come with the stateroom, but this is pretty cool. Royal Caribbean got us some gifts. A nice purple Star of the Seas hat. Not really my color, but still pretty cool. Thank you, Royal Caribbean. Pamphlet so that we know all the ins and outs and little giblets of Star of the Seas. This is the free Wi-Fi package. We get 2 devices, unlimited high-speed Starlink internet. We have, looks like Quacky McFly. Pretty cool. Definitely keeping this guy, taking him, and I'm going to sit him right next to Quack Sparrow in my room. You do also have a Star of the Seas tumbler, and I do believe that's like collectible stickers that we have to get while we're on board. And here on the back, this does show all of the rooms that we have available for viewing while we are on board Star of the Seas, and I'm going to check out every single one of these. Moving on, you got your TV right here in front of the bed for a nice viewing in case you want to watch a movie and just hang out in the room for a bit. Over in this cubby here, of course, you got some little areas and shelving for you to put some stuff. And then down here, you have a USB port and a USB-C port. On the other side of the bed, you do have the cabin phone. You need to call down to room service or customer service. Here you go. You have a USB port here and another nightlight. Finishing it up, you do have a comfortable couch, which, by the way, does pull out to a bed. So if you are staying with more than 2 passengers, here you go. Or if you're having a fight with your significant other, you can have them sleep on the couch and just turn into a bed. Here you have plenty of desk space with a vanity mirror. If you're looking for the hair dryer, I believe it's going to be, yep, right in here. And there's plenty of other spacing for you as well if you want to put stuff up while you are here on board your cruise. Here you have an American outlet, USB port, USB-C port, European port, and more lighting controls for the vanity mirror. Lamp here, and the question of the day, is this a mini bar or a regular fridge? It is a fridge. Now, this is what I'm waiting for. What is this view going to be like? From what I can see already, this balcony is clearly more spacious than a standard balcony. This is insane. You've got your 2 lounging chairs here that do go all the way back, a table, and of course, this breathtaking view. Well, not yet. It's still beautiful, but imagine when we're sailing. This is my first time being in an aft balcony. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. And of course, down this way, you have the surfside area. Not a bad view at all. Also in the corner here, you can see the hideaway area, the adults only area, which I will be spending a lot of time there. Hey, how's it going? Okay, party people, that is enough of that. Let's go do some exploring. Here's the game plan. We're gonna do a little bit of exploring, and I think we're gonna start from the bottom decks and work our way up because it looked like an absolute party upstairs, and I'm pretty sure if I go up there, I'm not coming back down. I ain't doing it. By the way, guys, this is what I was showing you as far as the open staterooms. We can check this out at any point in time during the cruise. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Just want to give you guys a
you're in
sneak peek.
accessible room right now.
Accessible? Okay,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you. Now, guys, I will be doing a full tour of all of these rooms. However, I'm like a chocolate ninja. I'm going to wait until I know nobody's going to be in here, and I'm going to get all the rooms one by one. So stay tuned on my main channel, The Ship Life. And down we go. Guys, look at all this space that we have in here. I do believe they fit a piano in here as well. So we are on deck 6. We're not going into too much detail. As you can see, we have this rolling black dice here. Very, very cool design. But to my right, we have the schooner bar, and to my left, we have a place that I really like to go to, Boleros. This is the Latin area, Latin club. I do come here and do a little bit of salsa, bachata, merengue every now and then. Pretty cool spot. Now we are going to go downstairs here in a bit, but this entire area makes up the beautiful Royal Promenade. Pretty cool, right? We're going to pass through Giovanni's. Now this is the Italian restaurant here on board. Very, very delicious food. Give you guys another look, another angle of the Royal Promenade. Don't worry about that guy. I'll tell you all about that in a minute. That's the Pearl. There she is. Once again, keep in mind we're on deck 6. Here you have the dueling piano bar. I do have some friends of mine that actually work here, so we will have time to see them while we're here. By the way, I do want to make this very clear. This is not going to be a cruise ship tour. I'm not going to show you every single nook and cranny on board Star of the Seas. It would literally take me all day long. But I will show you as much as I can. We'll kind of skim through some of the stuff and check out some of the events later. And of course, shameless plug here, friendly reminder, make sure you book with Lux Rally. We will give you the best catered experience that you've ever had on board a cruise with the best deals. All right, let's go down to deck 5, see what we're working with. Probably wondering what these are for. Oh, just wait until midnight tonight. As we get downstairs to the left, you have the Spotlight Karaoke. And of course, you have the famous Sorrentos, open pretty much all night until around 3 or 4 in the morning. Good pizza, not bad at all. So we'll work our way down. As you can see, we do have Starbucks. Now, unfortunately, this is not free of charge. You do have to pay for your Starbucks coffee fix. Now, this interesting beauty here is the Pearl. It is 3 decks tall, 16 meters wide, and there are over 3,000 tiles here of kinetic energy moving in all types of organic patterns. It's really, really cool. Now, it doesn't serve really any purpose. It's just literally here to look nice, but as you can see, it absolutely looks beautiful. Let's keep working our way down. We have Thorn and Whistle bar. Over here to the right side, you have guest services. It is important to note that back over this way is where they have the excursions desk. It's kind of tucked away behind the Pearl. Before it gets packed, let's check out Adventure Ocean. Now this is going to be the kids club area. I'm only going to show you guys a little bit of these areas because there are families and children on board that are getting checked in for the cruise. Now on the opposite side of Adventure Ocean, we do have the Playmakers Sports Bar. As you can see, it has been on any other Royal Caribbean ship, significantly larger than any other Royal Caribbean ship. Very nice place to hang out. They're still checking everybody in for their muster station, but back there you have Absolute Zero. That's where they have the ice skating rink for the show, and of course they do have ice skating available for the passengers as well. Let's go outside to Surfside. This place is always one of the most beautiful places on board. Now think of this area as essentially like the family zone. You've got an arcade over here, you have candy stores, you have the Surfside Eatery, you have the carousel, there is a giant pool area over in the back and splash area. As you can see, Surfside Bites, plenty of food. As you can imagine on this ship, there's so many places to eat and you will never go hungry. Of course, even though this is a family area technically, they do have a nice bar for the adults to come here and grab a drink while they watch their kids hang out and have a good time. Go check out Central Park and then we will work our way upward. Here we go, Central Park. Now in this area, I do believe there's been a couple changes that have been kind of spinned around a little bit. But what's crazy about this area is that there are over 20,000 real live plants in here that, believe it or not, have to be watered by drone. We do have the Park Cafe, by the way. It is kind of tucked in, but honestly, it is a great place to come check out for breakfast. Of course, yes, in case you're wondering, they also have lunch in here as well. So breakfast is usually the time I come in here. Never actually came in here for lunch, but I think I might consider it now. This is where things are a little different. You do have sushi and ice cream, and you have a pickup sushi spot here over at Azumi. Now, on Icon of the Seas, don't quote me on this, but I believe Azumi was initially on this side here on Central Park, but it has since been changed around. Of course, you have Chops Grill right over on that area. Look at this Chops display. Up we go. All right, here we are. Deck 16. Over here, you do have Swim and Tonic as a swim up bar. And this area recently just became adults only, which, I mean, makes sense. There has to be more than one area for adults, right? So we have the Lime and Coconut bar. Now everything is bigger. This is not the only place where they have lime and coconut. If you go down these stairs here, they have a second layer of lime and coconut. And I believe a third one up there as well. I won't go over every single nook and cranny in this area because, as you can see, there are just too many places to lounge, too many places to hang out, too many places to swim. This is, believe it or not, the one thing I haven't tried yet on Royal Caribbean's Icon class. This is Crown's Edge, and it's extremely popular. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like some type of like swing. Basically, the guy or the girl will go over on this railing here, and essentially they will drop off or jump off and swing over to the other side. Pretty cool ride. Can't wait to try it. Of course, as you can see, you got your rock climbing wall too. I'm pretty good at it, I think. Now here we have Base Camp. Now this is basically just a giant eatery. They've got burgers, fries, hot dogs, essentially all of your grab and go foods whenever you are at Thrill Island or the Category 6 water park. This area here has been extremely popular. The Deserted Milkshake Bar. Now of course you can come here, cool off, and have some very, very creative, decorative, beautiful, delicious milkshakes. As you can see here at Thrill Island, they do have a multi-purpose court for basketball, pickleball, and other activities. And as you scroll around, you do have the Category 6 water park. The most famous slide here, of course, being the Frightening Bolt, which is a drop slide, 46 feet in the air. So much fun. Down here we have the Hideaway. You get it? Because it's kind of like tucked away. Adult only area. Very, very nice. Also tucked away in the back here, we have a crowd favorite, Flow Rider, the surfing simulator. Now, I will tell you guys, please stretch before you get on this ride, follow the instructions, and understand that you're gonna take a lot of falls before you become good or pro level on this ride, like me. Not really. You know something, I apologize. I just realized we missed a very important area right down there, one deck down. Oh no, never mind. It looks like we're gonna have to check it out another time. It won't be open until later on this evening. Now, of course, we have to check out the Aqua Dome. This area is absolutely insane. They do have a new show here called Torque. I believe it's supposed to be some type of like pirates and mermaid diving, swimming, and aerial show. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely amazing. Here we also have one of my favorite areas on board the Icon class cruise ships, the Overlook. It kind of reminds me of a more chilled but still well-designed celebrity cruise ship. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. Sail away party. And we are now setting sail. See you in 3 days, Port Canaveral. So far, so good. We are officially sailing away and heading over to Perfect Day at Coco Cay tomorrow. And I do believe we should have some reasonably good weather. We'll be at Hideaway Beach. At this point, though, however, I'm gonna go to my room, unpack all of my stuff, and get ready for dinner. Okay, we're showered and changed. Let's go check out some of the evening festivities here on board Star of the Seas. I think we'll start this adventure down in Deck 6 over at the Royal Promenade. Huh, I thought there'd be more foot traffic coming through here with over 5,000 people on board, but not too bad at all. I guess there's so many places to go, so many venues, so many lounging areas. We'll see what happens later. Aw, how cute. So early in the evening, they had the kids karaoke.
Are you sure that guy is high?
They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found.
Next up, we're going to see the brand new Aqua show here at the Aqua Theater, known as Torque. Okay, so just a heads up, I did arrive here at the Aqua Dome Theater about an hour in advance because I would imagine it's going to fill up here pretty quickly. It's always going to be a full house, so just keep that in mind if you decide to come check out this show. Now, they do have a new addition, a new feature here at the Aqua Dome, the Aqua Dome Market, where you can come here and get some food and hang out before the show. Guys, I kid you not, it has not even been 5 minutes. And it is filling up very, very quickly. Like I said, as soon as you guys can, if you book a cruise on board Star of the Seas, make the reservation for Torque early as possible. We're about 10 minutes till showtime, and as you can see, full house. Like I said, guys, if you're gonna come watch this show, even on the world's largest cruise ship, book in advance, get here extremely early.
To experience technical difficulties. We hope and expect to resume our performance soon.
Well, unfortunately, there have been a lot of stops and delays in the show, but this is what these shakedown cruises are for. And hopefully they start up soon-ish. And by the way, I want to show you this this young man. This is Julia. We met on Ovation of the Seas.
In June.
June.
3 months ago.
Yeah, and she's been stalking me ever since. Very, very strange. Help. Okay, looks like we're about to restart.
We are currently experiencing technical difficulties, but expect to resume shortly.
Wasn't an amazing show, everyone? Well, obviously, you've noticed there's some technical difficulties due to this, and obviously the most important thing for Royal Caribbean is the safety of our performance.
Well, they ended up having to close out the show early due to technical difficulties, but this is kind of something that is baked in the cake and comes with the game of being an entertainer. As somebody that's not only worked on cruise ships, theme parks, and tours, this kind of stuff happens all the time. So now we're going to go ahead and head out. The show was absolutely amazing. Can't wait to see it when it's, well, in 100% full effect, but still, overall, a really good show. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the next party. Cheers! So since we had some delays, I think now we have to go to... Anywho, we have to go to Millennium Night, but I think it's almost over, so... Either that or maybe karaoke, I don't know. It doesn't like Millennium Night is no longer going on. Usually it goes on back over here in the Royal Promenade, so... Yeah, we'll check out the other festivities. For our next trick, we are going to stop by the music hall. This is where they have the nightclub, and I believe the Millennial Night continues. It's supposed to be like an old school night. We'll see what's going on in there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to do it for this vlog. It has been a while since I've done one of these here on this channel, Jay the Nomad. I think, what, 4-5 months, something like that, but it does feel good to be back. However, I do have more videos coming up. I will be doing a lot more traveling moving forward. We are back to a normal-ish schedule. We'll be doing a couple resorts, couple hotels, and of course more cruises. So yes, of course, let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comment section below. Hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as usual, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you later. Take it easy.